this evening. First, the reconstruction of the Soos-Dyke-Linden Highway takes a major step forward with a $200 million contract signing. We'll tell you how this project will improve regional connectivity. Next, Attorney General Anil Nandlall makes it clear defamatory social media posts made abroad can still land you in hot water here in Guyana. Find out what this means for those who are allegedly spreading falsehood online. Then, as Ghana's oil industry booms, so does the need for safety. We'll take you inside a crucial workshop aimed at boosting our preparedness for potential oil spills. Meanwhile, the police on the west coast of Demerara are cracking down on noise pollution. We'll show you how local authorities are making sure residents can enjoy peace and quiet. And in international news, high-stakes talks continue in Beijing as U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan meets with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi to prevent competition from turning into conflict. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for August 20th, 2024. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, the reconstruction of the Soos-Dyke-Linden Highway is set to advance with a contract signing earlier today at the mighty Enchanter Creek along the highway. This project, funded by a US $200 million agreement between the Government of Guyana and the Islamic Development Bank, involves rehabilitating and reconstructing 73 kilometers of the highway.
This project will see the construction of two roundabouts. There will be the construction of a roundabout at the Soos-Dyke-Linden Junction, so there will be smooth transition of traffic going in any direction, whether you're going to the airport, you're coming to Linden, or you're going to town, whether from Linden or from Tamiri. So just like we have improved traffic in segments of Georgetown and in the new interventions that we are making with roundabouts, there will be one at the Soos-Dyke-Linden Highway Junction. The second roundabout will be at Millie's Hideout to allow for a smooth intervention into Linden. This project will bring joy to a lot of people, because when this highway is rehabilitated, there will be 2,900 street lights. All of the bridges will be done, and you no longer have to walk on the bridge in the middle of the traffic when you're moving from one section. There will be pedestrian bridges at the side of the major bridges. See, nobody don't have to get knocked down in the middle of the road anymore. We have places where people will walk now. We are putting in more lay-bys, so there will be more places for trucks to park. And even if a truck parks late at night, the two lanes will continue to flow because they'll be completely off the highway in lay-bys where the trucks can park. Significant improvement for traffic safety and efficiency. We'll know that we've been having significant breakaways, or what we call washouts. This project, Mr. President, entails improving the drainage of the entire highway. So the drainage of the entire highway, the flooding of the pass and water logging after the rain, drainage will be taken care of. The road markings that will be on the road, it will be a high quality marking that will provide for reflective viewing in the night. So when you are driving and your light gets to the markings on the road and on the signs, it will be bright to help you to navigate all of the turns. It will be the reflective nature.
A provision within the agreement ensures that local residents will have access to employment opportunities related to the project.
The policy direction is that we've always said to the contractors, you must hire people from the area where the project is being undertaken. Today, at this signing ceremony, when we are done, I've been advised by the contractor and the representatives the tent right in the corner there would be available for us to begin the recruitment process of people for the project here on the Linden Suite Highway.
The project is part of a broader vision to create an integrated, efficient, and sustainable transport network to enhance regional connectivity and socio-economic development. On a different note, Attorney General Anil Nandlall has clarified that people living abroad can be sued in Guyana for defamatory social media posts. He dismissed claims that such individuals are immune from local legal action, emphasizing that defamatory statements made online, even overseas, are subject to Guyanese law if they harm reputations here. The Minister of Legal Affairs addressed this issue in response to increasing cases of defamation on social media. Local figures have filed high-profile lawsuits against individuals who made damaging online statements, including cases involving political activists and social media personalities. The Attorney General stressed that freedom of expression has limits and that defamatory posts, regardless of where they originate, can be tried in Guyana if seen or read in the country. Legal actions can be pursued internationally, and individuals may be required to return to Guyana for trial or face judgment in their absence. The government is also collaborating with international partners to address these issues effectively. Moving on, Ghana is ramping up its readiness for potential oil spills by hosting a 4-day workshop focusing on improving the country's oil spill response plans. Held at the Ghana Police Force headquarters, the workshop is organized by a regional center specializing in marine pollution. Prime Minister Mark Phillips highlighted the importance of the workshop, noting that it will help refine the skills needed to handle oil spill situations effectively. He mentioned that Ghana has a national oil spill plan since 2020, which was tested in 2022. The workshop also aligns with drafting new legislation to strengthen oil spill management. The workshop will equip participants with practical tools to identify gaps in the current plans and improve the country's overall preparedness, instilling a sense of confidence in our ability to respond effectively. The event is seen as a crucial step in protecting Ghana's environment as its oil and gas industry continues to grow. Stick around when we return. Georgetown Mayor proposes tax breaks for political parties, and the police issued noise pollution warning to local businesses.
It's back to school time and Digicel has the perfect deal for you. Grab a brand new Samsung smartphone and get more than just a phone. We'll throw in a free backpack and a 30-day data plan when you buy a Samsung A05 for just $21,000, the A15 for $31,000, or the A25 for $40,000. Hurry to your nearest Digicel store today. This offer is only good while stocks last. Don't miss out. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fractured my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road, Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Minds Educational Institute, offering preschool, nursery, and primary levels. Finally, a school that is every parent's dream. Located at 69 Crow Street, offering academic excellence, trained qualified teachers, small class sizes, personalized care, and one-to-one attention for your little ones. At Smart Minds, register for full-time or evening classes, daily practice pass exam papers for proficiency at the grade 2, 4, and 6 assessment, and CXE exam preparedness. phonics or join our Becca Phonics reading and writing program. So if your child is for preschool, nursery or primary level, come to Smart Mind, located at 69 Grove Street, or call 231-4885 or 600-9229 to enroll now.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common Smalls make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown, telephone 226-1082.
Welcome back. Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandlall has slammed the Georgetown Mayor and City Council for proposing tax breaks for political parties. The Georgetown Mayor and City Council is proposing a new policy that will reduce or exempt political parties from paying property taxes. This policy is aimed at parties that have been established for at least 2 years. The Minister of Legal Affairs has criticized the move, calling it shameless. He argued that the council should focus on collecting all outstanding debts instead of giving tax breaks to political parties. Minister Nandlall believes that tax relief should be directed towards helping the less fortunate rather than political organizations. The proposed policy reclassifies political parties as social and welfare institutions, which could allow them to receive significant tax benefits. Minister Nandlall also claims the move goes against transparency and accountability, suggesting it benefits political parties that are struggling to pay their taxes. In other news, many citizens across the country endure daily noise disturbance from their neighbors, but oftentimes choose not to file formal complaints. They believe that the authorities either won't take action or any response will be ineffective. But this is not the case on the west coast of Demerara. In an effort to curb noise pollution, Assistant Commissioner Mahendra Srinarayan, Commander of Regional Police Division No. 3, led a team on a visit to several entertainment spots and supermarkets yesterday. The police issued written warnings to proprietors of these establishments, emphasizing the importance of adhering to noise nuisance law. During the visit, Commander Srinarayan and his team engaged with the owners of bars, shops, and supermarkets, who assured the police that they would comply with the regulations. The initiative is part of the Ghana Police Force's ongoing effort to strengthen partnerships with local stakeholders and ensure compliance with noise pollution laws. Sub-divisional officers and station sergeants accompanied Commander Srinarayan during the operation. Don't go away after the break. Russian nuclear plant at risk as a war with Ukraine rages, and DRC no longer expects to receive Mpox vaccines this week.
It's back to school time and Digicel has the perfect deal for you. Grab a brand new Samsung smartphone and get more than just a phone. We'll throw in a free backpack and a 30-day data plan when you buy a Samsung A05 for just $21,000, the A15 for $31,000, or the A25 for $40,000. Hurry to your nearest Digicel store today. This offer is only good while stocks last. Don't miss out. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Minds Educational Institute, offering preschool, nursery, and primary levels. Finally, a school that is every parent's dream. Located at 69 Crow Street, offering academic excellence, trained qualified teachers, small class sizes, personalized care, and one-to-one attention for your little ones. At Smart Minds, register for full-time or evening classes, daily practice pass exam papers for proficiency at the grade 2, 4, and 6 assessment, and CXE exam preparedness. Or join our Becca Phonics reading and writing program. So if your child is for preschool, nursery, or primary level, come to Smart Mind, located at 69 Crow Street, or call 231-4885 or 600-9229 to enroll now.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common Smalls make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. Chairman of Suriname's National Reparation Commission, Armand Zundar, is urging Suriname to learn from regional CARICOM neighbors like Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago in advancing its decolonization process. Zundar highlighted Barbados becoming a republic in 2021, replacing the British monarchy, and Trinidad's plans to remove colonial symbols from its coat of arms. He criticized Suriname's slow progress since independence in 1975, noting that colonial symbols like the national coat of arms and the mountain names still persist, calling for more decisive action. Internationally, the Democratic Republic of the Congo says it is no longer expecting to receive its first delivery of Mpox vaccines this week, as global health authorities says the spread of the disease can still be contained. Al Jazeera's Gabriel Alonso reports.
The Democratic Republic of the Congo delayed a planned rollout of the Mpox vaccine until at least next week. Congolese officials blamed the delay on processes and regulatory matters. The UN says the delay could be devastating.
In DRC's South Kivu province, one of the regions hardest hit by Mpox, at least 42 suspected cases have been identified among the refugee population. Confirmed and suspected cases have also been reported in surrounding countries in Republic of Congo, as well as in Rwanda.
According to the World Health Organization, there are over 18,000 suspected cases and more than 600 deaths attributed to Mpox in the DRC. The country has over 7 million internally displaced people fleeing war. Many that are in refugee camps are particularly vulnerable due to overcrowding shelters, poor water, and overall unsanitary conditions.
So that gives there's an immunological deficit, there's an immunological weakness, which makes them more likely to become more ill with anything they get.
In South Kivu province, doctors are doing all they can under difficult circumstances.
We have more people here under treatment, and we didn't have a choice to put them all together here as there's no spaces due to the number of patients we're getting. Others are even waiting outside as this is the only place to treat Mpox for now. All patients are referred here, and this is exposing more patients to the infection.
Some patients are getting treated.
I started feeling pain without knowing that it was the beginning of Mpox virus in my body. I am getting better under the treatment, but we need more, especially the vaccine, in order to protect others from infection.
Until vaccines can reach those who need it, the virus could spread, putting more people at risk of death. Gabriel Zondo, Al Jazeera.
A nuclear plant located in western Russia, where fighting is raging between Russian and Ukrainian forces, is vulnerable to a serious accident because it lacks a protective dome that could shield it from missiles, drones, and artillery, the head of the United Nations nuclear watchdog says. Al Jazeera's Dorsa Jabari reports.
A city of nearly 40,000 people, named after the father of the Soviet nuclear weapons program, Igor Kurchatov. His larger-than-life statue greets visitors as soon as they enter the city. About 6 kilometers from here lies the third largest nuclear facility in Russia. The Kursk nuclear plant is the 4th biggest producer of electricity in the country. The front lines are just 40 kilometers from here, since Ukraine launched its incursion into Russian territory in the Kursk region on August the 6th. Across this lake is the Kursk nuclear power plant, where Russia says fragments of Ukrainian drones were found 100 meters away. Serious accusations during dangerous times, again putting the safety of nuclear facilities at the forefront of this war. That's why the head of the UN nuclear watchdog is here, to find out what happened.
Does not deny the fact that there has been activity near here. I was informed about impact of drones. I was shown some of the remnants of those and signs of the impact they had.
The Director General went on to express concerns for the safety of the plant, which he explained is different than most nuclear facilities. The core reactor of the Kursk nuclear facility is not protected by a special dome, making it much more susceptible to any kind of attack. But nuclear safety is not the only concern here.
The state of emergency regime is introduced in the Kursk region, including our city. Security measures are stepped up. Schools will start with remote learning to prevent unwanted events for children. All large public events are prohibited.
While the city continues to function despite the threats, it is clear that with each passing day, and the increase in fighting between Russian and Ukrainian forces only about 40 kilometers away, these are difficult times not only for officials, but for those living here. Dorsa Jabari, Al Jazeera, Kurchatov City, Russia.
Finally, the U.S. National Security Advisor and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi are holding a second day of talks in Beijing. Jake Sullivan said both sides are working to ensure competition does not veer into conflict. His visit comes as regional neighbors accuse China of fueling tension. Al Jazeera's Eunice Kim reports.
As the U.S. security advisor and China's top diplomat engage in closed-door meetings, they do so against a backdrop of heightened tensions between Beijing and America's allies in the region. On Sunday and again on Monday, the Philippines and China traded blame after back-to-back maritime skirmishes at the Sabina Shoal, one of many hotly contested areas of the South China Sea, of which Beijing takes a large claim. The Philippine Defense Secretary at a military conference Tuesday said the solution is stronger collective multilateral action against Beijing.
In this region, China, although without saying it, and I'll say it for you, is the biggest disruptor of international peace in the ASEAN region.
Japan and the Philippines upgraded their military relations last month, greenlighting reciprocal access and joint exercises. Tokyo's own suspicions of Beijing flared on Monday when a Chinese Y-9 reconnaissance plane flew into its airspace in a first, ignoring warning calls.
The airspace violation is a threat to our security, and we consider it totally unacceptable.
China responded to Japan's dismay by pledging an investigation into what clearly it said was not intentional. It's a delicate dance that Sullivan and Wang will have to make amid deep distrust, including concerns over Chinese interference in U.S. elections via misinformation campaigns.
We are working to ensure that competition does not veer into conflict and that we find ways to work together where our interests align.
Whether or not the two lay groundwork for a final Joe Biden-Xi Jinping summit before the U.S. president leaves office, the main mission remains clearing the air to keep their intense competition from entering a red zone. Eunice Kim, Al Jazeera.
This brings us to the end of the regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. And that's Safe to Be 2 headline news for this Wednesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for a rebroadcast and at 7 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.